Yeah, now we're past Pleasure Valley. Pleasure Valley was a breaking point for me for the past couple years. It was like bad luck or mechanicals or whatever. So we got through there with a win-win, and I was like, all right. I never really thought about it too much until after that, and then after that, I was like, oh man, we're four motos from doing something crazy.
Hey, Jeremiah Jones, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey, you've been at the races for years and years and years. We're at round 9 of the Briarcliff ATV MX race. The pros are really hot on the heels of Joel Hetrick this year. The last 2 rounds, they've been putting time on him, getting closer, getting in front of him. How do you think that's going to play out in his mind with the undefeated season, the fact that he is so dominant? You think he's having any mental struggles with this?
Maybe not so much. He's been in it for so long, and he knows, and he knows what needs to be done and not in the series and stuff. But I mean, he could clinch the race this weekend at Briarcliff. So I think as long as he just plays it safe, and if the opportunity is there, then he's going to go for the undefeated season or whatever, and just play it out. Try to make all the money that he can make or whatever and go for that. That's what it's all about, trying to make a living at it.
We've had a champion in our series that won 8 in a row. We've had a champion that's won 8. Do you think we've ever had an individual that's been as dominant as Joel Hetrick?
Probably not. I know, there's all kinds, there always is talk, hey, is the series as competitive as it used to be or whatever, but there's guys in there that's quick. There's 4 or 5 guys in there, not taking away from anybody else, that are just absolutely outstanding out there on the track and giving their all. But Joel, he's in another atmosphere with his speed, and he's learned over the years by racing Chad and some of these other guys that you have to be able to manage that race and not just kill the bike and make sure that you can you're there at the end, because that's what it's all about, is trying to create those points, trying to be in the fight from the get-go and finishing off strong.
Right on. So who's your pick who's your podium pick for the race?
I'm gonna say Joel's probably gonna win it. And just because he's really good on hard pack, it'll be anywhere from Bryce to Hoag for second, and it's going to be a mix-up because I think Max has been doing really well. He's been a sneaker this year and been getting on the box a couple of times. So it'll be between, if Hoag has an issue or Bryce has an issue, whatever, and then maybe Max will get on there. But it'll be between those 4 or 5. Gennusa's first race back, so I don't know what his stamina is going to be, but he's fast too. Wesley's a character. He's pinned wide open, so you never know about him.
Right.
And he's been getting some good starts. So there's 5 or 6 guys in there that can get that 3 spot, but I think your 2 spots typically Bryce or Hoag. And then if there's a mix-up or something happens or whatever, you got one of them other guys, that can jump in. And then, like I said, Jeffrey's in there too. He's kind of coming back from injury also, and I don't know if he'll be up the top tier at this race. I know he wasn't at the last one, so we'll see how much training he did in these 3 weeks that we had off, and see if he may be a factor. Who knows?
All right. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
Yes,
It's
sir.
always a pleasure, brother.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you. Hey, we're here with Joel Hetrick, the most dominant ATV MX rider in the recent history of ATV motocross. This guy is on fire. He has unprecedentedly won more motos than almost anyone in history. And right now, he's on the verge of breaking history. Joel Hetrick, how are you?
Doing really good.
Hey, man, it's an honor to have the time to talk with you.
Yep.
And what you're doing right now in ATV motocross is incredible. Could you give us a little insight to what's going on in the Hetrick camp?
Man, it's nothing new really. It's just we've developed the machine to be better each year, and here we are with a great machine, and I feel great. And the result is winning motos, and that's where we've been at. Every round so far, I've won every moto, so it's my streak has been extended longer than it's ever been before. Last year it was 11 motos straight. Now we're at 15 or 16. So it's just unbelievable. You know, the stats. I get to hear Cody Jansen like this morning. I'm laying in bed and I can hear him talking about me, and I'm like, here we go, man. Like today's another one. I got 4 more motos to try to do something really special. And today, especially to try to gain my 5th championship as well.
Right.
So that's on the line for me today, and obviously there's other stuff on the line that I don't even want to talk about. You know, trying to win every moto is what I'm doing, and it's been working out. So that's my goal, is just race one race at a time, and that's what we've been doing. It's been working.
So this is the crazy thing. You do think about it and you do talk about it.
Yeah, now we're past Pleasure Valley. Pleasure Valley was a breaking point for me for the past couple of years. It was like bad luck or mechanicals or whatever. So we got through there with a win-win, and I was like, all right. I never really thought about it too much until after that, and then after that, I was like, oh man, we're 4 motos from doing something crazy, you know. So I brought it more to my attention, and it didn't stress me, you know, like I thought it would. Because I'm really just focused on the next moto. So I'm not really, that was never a goal of mine to come here and win every moto. It's just, that's where we're at. So
You're also 25-ish points, 1 moto win away from clinching that 5th title as well.
yeah. So I have 57 points up right now. And if I hit the podium this weekend, maybe it would have to go in an order of, like, if Bryce so happened to win both motos, I would have to get second, and then I would lock it up. But if I go out there and I can do what I normally do, win a moto or win both, then we'll be in our 5th championship today.
Excellent. You also got picked for your 5th Team USA as well.
Yes, 5th Team USA, which is awesome. That'll be just another, you know, stamp for me on the record books, man.
Hey, we're here with Wesley Wolfe. This guy is setting the ATV industry on fire. He's got some great hole shots coming back from an injury. He's fighting for those podium spots. Wesley, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's nice to meet you and everything, and it's great to be here. You know, we got the legends and everything here, so it's going to be an awesome weekend.
Well, great. So let's talk a little bit of ATV MX motocross. You know, right now you are the guy of the hour. You've been getting some hole shots. You've been leading Joel Hetrick. You're fighting for those podium spots. What's going on?
I don't know if I'm the man of the hour, but I had a little injury in April, which set me back, you know, and I've been putting my head down this year, trying to do the best I can, and I don't really get much ride time in between rounds. So as the series goes on, I seem to get better just because I get that little bit of extra seat time at each round and stuff. And I've been trying to fit a day of riding in here and there, but it's a struggle with the whole work week and everything. So for me, I've just been digging deep. You know, I go out there. I'm not here to play or anything. So when I go out there, it's all business.
So that being said, when I talk to other riders and I talk to other professionals in the industry, the conversation instantly comes up is you're in the mix of those guys that are fighting for those podium positions. How does that make you feel?
It's an awesome feeling, you know, because I know how fast they are, and you watch, and you know, you look at the qualifying times, and I don't qualify that good. So in the morning, you come over here, you'll see I won't be smiling very much or something, or I'll be mad, but you know, it's an awesome feeling, and you know, getting the whole shot there at the last race, it's a big help to start up front, and I'm looking to, I wouldn't say I'm going to pull another whole shot, but I always want to. It's a big help, and I don't know. last weekend I just tried to latch on them, and it seems to, I don't know. We'll see. It's always, I wouldn't say it's a struggle for me, but their pace is just a little bit faster. So I can normally hang with them for about half a moto, and then I kind of chop anchor, take a ticket for the struggle bus. I mean, whichever one you want. But that seems to be happening. I'm trying to work on that. I did a lot of off-bike training, and I know they're doing a lot of training. So I do what I can when I can.
Hey, we're here at Briarcliff MX in Ohio. We caught up to Max Lindquist, who's currently 4th in the ATV MX Pro class. Max, how are you doing, buddy?
Good to see you, Lenny. Doing great.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. Dude, you've been having a spectacular year. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that are going on.
Yeah, just lots of good riding going in when we are riding, and we've had really good weather. Awesome year for that, and just really good luck on the track. Finishing every moto, pretty good starts, and just been feeling it lately. So we've just been putting in our time. The team's been doing a great job on the machine, and really been enjoying the season. And so far, being 4th, a couple podiums on the year, we're really happy with it.
That's great. So what do you got going on today?
So today we're just watching some legends, which is really cool to see all these old guys out here riding. And then also got Jeremiah Jones's machine out here and on display, which is really cool that I got to put together for him. So I was really happy about that. And do some track walk here this evening. Looks really fast, really smooth actually, but gonna go check that out and see what we can figure out there for tomorrow. And yeah, rest up and look forward to going racing in the morning.
Are any of you young guns getting a little worried that these old timers are going to come out of retirement?
I think they can hang with us for a couple laps. I'll give them that all day long. And so I wouldn't want to have to sprint race them. So, but it's really cool to see.
That's excellent. What do you got going on for tomorrow as far as setup? Anything uncharacteristic, or are we going with the normal plan?
We're kind of going with the base package. Might make a tire change, some adjustments there, but really kind of just keeping it simple all year long. And we start off with the base setup, and if everything goes as planned right now, nothing much is going to change. We're just going to focus on executing and making no to little mistakes.
2 years ago we were here and we got to watch you beat your mentor, Chad Wienen.
Yeah.
Can we expect something like that? I know Chad's not racing,
Yep.
but putting yourself in the number 2 spot or even the number 1 spot. Is that in the cards possibly?
I mean, being 4th in points, we're looking to always go forward. Have a little work to do to get up into the top 3, and so the goal for the weekend is just to be on that podium. Obviously, always looking to go out there and do the best we can, and really like this track. The facility owner does a good job, and yeah, I feel like we have a good setup coming in here for a base package, and I expect to go out there and have a really good race tomorrow. I think we could definitely see myself put on a good show.
We caught up with Bryce Ford. He's 2nd in points in the ATV-MX series, and he's on his 3rd Team USA. Bryce, how you doing, brother?
Good to see you, Leonard. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, man, I'm on my 3rd year for Team USA, which is something crazy to go over there and represent the USA. The first time I did it, it's just like yesterday, but I was super nervous. Didn't really know what to expect, and I put in a lot of work, and I was ready when I got over there. This time I sort of know what to expect, but the nerves are always there regardless. I think we have a really good team this year, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, we should be good over there. Referring to this year, the ATV stuff, we've been doing good. I've been getting 2nd consistently, 3rd sometimes. But yeah, somebody's got to try to stop Joel going undefeated. I think, yeah, it's amazing for him. It doesn't make the competition look as good. It makes us look a little bit weak. So yeah, I'm just going to go out there these next 4 motos and try to give it my everything, and hopefully we can run with him. It would be great to stop that streak, but hey, props to him. He's riding crazy good, and yeah, we have a strong class right now.
So let's get back to that conversation about the last couple races. You guys have been able to get out in front of Joel and hold him back for a few laps. I mean, granted, he still came out and won, but you did get out in front of him. You have led, and it's not just you. It's you, Wesley, Brandon, have all been in front of him. Is that setting up a new era in ATV racing?
It's definitely getting better. The competition, I would definitely say, is catching him, because in 2020, when I first went pro, I was losing to Joel and Chad by 40-45 seconds a race. Yeah, for granted, I was in 3rd by myself, getting a little tired, so not pushing super hard. But I would definitely say a lot of us are starting to close that gap. Like you said, Wesley, Brandon, myself, Max is doing a great job. So yeah, I definitely think the gap's getting, smaller. But Joel also has a lot of pressure on himself right now. He's won every single race, every single moto, almost led every single lap. So yeah, he's got a lot of pressure. I don't feel I have a ton of pressure. I'm in a good spot for second. So my goal is to hopefully start better than we have all year. Sun said I pulled a start and I led a few laps, but yeah, you got to set yourself up by getting a good start, because as we all know, any of those guys that are in the pro class are no joke. So starting in last or close to last isn't ideal.
Right on, right on. Right, someone let's get back to your family and your friends. Any expectations for tomorrow?
Just honestly, I have the best trainer. I have the best ATV. In the world pretty much. So I just need to believe in myself, believe in my machine, and yeah, I feel I rode some hard pack tracks earlier this week, so I feel confident there. Just like I said, I just need to believe in everything I got going on, get a good start, and yeah, we should have a really good day. Hopefully we can put on a good race for all the legends. We might have to bang some bars with our fellow friends, racers, but yeah, we want to put on a good show for those guys, and I'm really excited to do that.
Brandon Hoag, how are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, we're here at Round 9 Briarcliff ATV-MX with Brandon Hoag. He's third in points. He's been selected for his first Team USA. Brandon, you have to be super excited about that Team USA deal.
Yeah. I feel like it's awesome to go represent the country, and first time for me. So I'll be taking a lot of information from the team and from the guys and go up and try to be on top out there. So I'm excited.
Well, just so you know, we had a conversation with Joel Hetrick about Team USA, and he has the utmost confidence in you and thinks that you'll be a great member to the team.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to be a really solid team. We all work together really well, I feel like. So, yeah, I think we're going to go over there and kick some butt.
Well, right now, I believe that you, Joel, and Bryce are the fastest 3 men on the planet on ATVs.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that means a lot. I feel like our speed is up there for sure. So it'll be tough to beat us. It will be.
That's great. So let's get into your ATV season.
Yeah.
You've been on the podium multiple times, second, third. You're having a great battle with Bryce. And now you have 2 new guys to contend with, Wesley Wolfe and Max Lindquist.
Yeah.
How is that working in the mix?
Yeah. They've been really picking it up. For the top 3, it's always a good fight. And then with them coming up, it's really cool. I love competition, so I wish there was even more. But yeah, it's been a really, really solid year. They're picking it up, and with Nick back, Nick Gennusa's back, Jeffrey's back, so a lot of good racers. So it's awesome.
Well, you train with Joel. How does it feel when you guys are out there actually in the race and you're out in front?
Yeah, it's kind of like I know what he did during the week, and me too. But when you're out there racing, it's nothing like that. It's kind of just riding a 4-wheeler at the end of the day. So I'm trying to see where he's going faster, and that's really it. But I know he's in shape, and they're all in shape. So it all comes down to just riding the 4-wheeler pretty hard. So
that's excellent. You're doing a great job, and keep up the good fight.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks.
I got Jeffrey Rastrelli. This guy has come back from an injury and just put in a phenomenal ride today. Jeffrey, how was it out there for you? I know that you're still injured and you're still working your way back.
Yeah, it was a tough day. It's always tough when you're injured riding, but yeah, it went well. I think unfortunately I got like 8th the first moto. Had a little bit of setup change going into the second one, and felt a lot better and ended up 4th. So I'm not sure what we got overall, but overall it was a decent day. Still being injured and still kind of lacking in some areas that I need to be better in.
Not to get too personal about the injury, but how much more time do you need for it to get you back to 100%?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to happen by the end of the season. Riding with it injured is definitely not going to help. So it's going to be probably first round next year where I'm 100%. I'm going to have to go to Loretta's and hope to be in a little better fitness by riding, but the foot's definitely not going to be 100% till the first round next year. It's going to take a couple months.
How did you like the Briarcliff event?
Oh, it was amazing. Jeremy Osborn did a phenomenal job. Having this idea for the Legends event was pretty incredible, man. Like, you've seen the fans here today. just the camaraderie with everybody. It was an amazing event for sure.
How about the course? I know that a lot of people had some different opinions about some of the things and some of the setup. What did you think of the course?
It was just really fast. I mean, Jeremy did a good job this year, adding some inside singles. Like, I was here for 2 weeks prior to the race, so he did some good adjustments coming into the race and made it a little more racing, made the lines a little more even. Because when we were practicing here, it was kind of one line. I had a lot of dominant lines, so yeah, he did a good job. The track was good. Yeah, and hopefully we have a good track again next year.
As you recover, rolling into the 2025 season, what are some of the expectations? I know that Jeffrey Rastrelli is not a young man anymore.
No, I mean, the expectations stay the same, regardless of age. Yeah, I want to go finish on the podium, man. I know I'm capable. Done it for years. I've had I think 2014 was my first podium, and I've had a lot of years on the podium since. So nothing's changed. Nothing in my mind has changed, and I just want to continue that good career that I think I've had, and with what I've what I've dealt with, and the things that I've been through. I think it's been pretty good. So I just want to continue that. I want to add more podiums to my career. I mean, I'm not done. I still love it. Being here for 2 weeks and being at the track and riding a lot brought a lot of love back for me, and yeah, I just been enjoying it. So once I stop enjoying it, maybe it's time to hang it up. But I realized the love I have for it the past couple weeks, and this morning, I second guessed that opinion, that love for it. I was struggling a little bit, but yeah, I just got to get back to 100% fitness, 100% with my foot. We'll be good for 2025.
We're here with Nick Gennusa. He's coming in off the injury. He's fire-breathing dragon. He's really fast. We think he's a contender for a podium spot here at Briarcliff, round number 9 of the ATV-MX Nationals. What do you think, Nick?
I appreciate you coming here. It's cool that you made the trip out, but as far as me here this weekend, happy to be back. It's one of those years where I haven't had many like it. I feel like I have nothing to lose on something like today. It's weird for me to not finish a whole season. I would say not finish, but I missed 4 races, so that's tricky in itself, mentally, to know I've missed 4 and I'm kind of beat on the points for the year. I hate to say it, but again, healthy enough that I waited over 8 weeks before I rode again. I think that was huge for me, because normally the younger version of me would have rushed back an injury, and that always seemed to hurt me, and it'll hurt anyone. So I waited the full time, healed properly, rode for a few weeks, and I feel healthy enough to want to give this a shot again today, and feel healthy enough to where I can still put out and hopefully pick up right where I left off. And today's the day to find that out, and ultimately I think it's nicer to know I have nothing to lose. I'm coming off an injury. I really don't know how I'm going to stack up. I'm going to give it my all. So, just excited to find out.
Well, let me ask you this question. Coming off injury, I know you didn't get to train as hard. You still look like you're in great physical condition. You have speed, and you had front runner speed when you got injured. Do you think you lost any of that speed?
Well, it's a good question in itself. So it's funny, because when you're hurt and you're technically sitting on the couch for like the first month, you think to yourself, oh, do I know how to ride? Did I forget how to ride? And that wasn't the case. You don't forget how to ride. The biggest thing you lose as an athlete is not your skills to ride and the ability to hit jumps or hit corners fast again. It's your physical that you'll lose pretty quick. So those first 3 or 4 weeks were pretty difficult for me. Just overall, I go from, very physical, active stuff 5-6 days a week to 0. And then I picked that back up, and I was only able to do so much running, spin bike. And I kept really active at that. And I think that's what helped me come back to, feeling really good again. So as far as the injury now, 10 plus weeks later, I think it's one of those things, in my own personal opinion. I don't think that my broken wrist recovering now has slowed me down at all. Because the day one I came back to my track after 2.5 months of 0 riding, I was putting down the same times that I did, right before I got hurt. I know that I feel it while I ride. Like, it's a little bit of a burn in my wrist. It doesn't hurt when I jump. It hurts a little bit when I turn. I mean, anyone with a wrist injury knows that you'll feel, the turning more in a way. But I don't think it slows me down. As interesting as that is, but again, we're going to find out today.
with rookie sensation Mason Jackson. Mason, how are you, brother?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. You are having a spectacular year for a rookie.
Yeah, no, it's went pretty good this year so far.
Well, you won last year's Pro-Am title as well, didn't you?
Yep.
That's great, and you're leading the points currently in Pro-Am. How does the back-to-back do for you?
Last year it was hard, but it wasn't this year hard because racing 2 18-minute plus 2 motos and then going to Pro-Am tomorrow, you just don't even want to get out of bed in the morning.
Nice, nice.
Sucks.
So you've had a pretty phenomenal year. You haven't made it to the podium yet, but you've made it inside the top 5. That's pretty good for a rookie.
Yeah, I was really hoping for a podium finish, and it still could, but that class is no joke. Get some fast people in there, for sure.
Well, you're right on the edge of that 4 group of Lindquist, Wolfe, you know, those guys, you're bouncing back and forth with them. You even have beaten those guys. How's that working out as far as, do you train with any of those guys? Are you working with any of them?
Not really. I haven't even been training that much in the last few rounds, just by myself, because work and I don't have time, and it's been raining up by our house. But
Oh, wow.
yeah,
So you think that your conditioning will be affected at all this round?
it's been affected the last few rounds, but hopefully next year we can get some more time off.
Hey, we're here with Adam Ulrich. He's running 10th in the pro class right now in the ATV-MX round 9 at Briarcliff. Adam, how are you, bud?
I'm great. This track looks awesome. I'm really excited to get out there for qualifying and mix it up with these guys.
Awesome. Hey, It's a pleasure to meet you finally. I've been looking at you in the stats, watching you in the results. It's an honor. You know, hey, thank you so much. Your bike looks really good. How are you feeling about the event?
Oh, dude, honestly, this is one of the best events I went to in quad racing. Just so many people here, so many cool things to look at, like these retro quads and these legends. It's really just cool. A lot of people here, so yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool to put on a show for these guys, and yeah.
What do you think the outlook for the day is going to be for you?
Oh, I don't know. My goal is always to be mixing it up. Probably around 7th, 8th place. That's where I'd like to be, but yeah, just keep improving. So last weekend I went 9-9, or yeah, last national I went 9-9. So always want to do better than what I did last time. So yeah, if I'm around there, I'm pretty happy with it.
How old are you right now, Adam?
I'm 19 years old.
Oh, so you're still really young.
Yeah.
New pro career. You know, hopefully it'll be a long career like
Yeah.
most of the pros.
Yeah, hopefully for sure. Yeah, this is what I love. I love doing this, and I want to be around here as much as possible and just keep racing, because that's what I love doing. And I grew up doing this, and yeah, this is all I wanted to do growing up, and I'm doing it. So. Yeah.
So you had an amateur career in the ATV series as well.
Yeah. I raced with Mason Jackson, Max Lindquist, Zach Decker, all these guys. I grew up racing them, and yeah, I've been in the nationals for a long time, and yeah, I've raced some legit dudes growing up. So yeah, I kind of always been racing at the level with these guys, and yeah, we're just all pros now, so it's really cool.
That's awesome. Marshall Smith, you're in the ATV-MX Pro class. So on an LTR, how are you doing with this machine so far?
So far, since I've been using the LTR, I've been on it since 2008. I've been on it in the pro class since 2021. I have been able to find parts and stuff. You know, people say parts are difficult to find, but this is basically a brand new motor for this year. Still able to find, you know, all the internals that I need. I've actually come up with a few things myself, though, for the fuel system. I've modded the tank, put a different fuel pump and stuff in it, just to try to get away from some of those Suzuki complications.
Okay.
So I did things like that, and just try to be a little bit more engineer a few things, build my own Nerf bars and do things like that. You know, because some companies stop making certain things for them. But I really, you know, I love the LTR. You know, all the Yamahas run the LTR front end, so there's something great about it.
Right on,
Yes, there is.
So what do you think of this event so far, and how's the day going for you?
So just hanging out and getting to meet some of these guys that, you know, raced pro 10, 15, 20 years ago, really getting to talk with them. Like Dustin, you know, he's on the LTR, and it's so great to see him back out there. But we walked over for the first practice, and it just chilled all over me just to watch those guys out there and knowing how much I mean, I'm 49 years old, and I love this sport. I didn't start racing until I was 30. And to be pro at this age, I mean, it's a dream come true. But to see those guys out there and stuff, it's just such an honor to watch them do it.
Here at Briarcliff, round number 9 of the ATV-MX Nationals, and we are with the 2-time WMX champion, Kinsey Osborn, soon to be the 3-time. Well, you already clinched for the 3rd time, so you're the 3-time champ. So we are with the 3-time champ, Kinsey Osborn. Hey, how did your first moto go?
First moto was good. It was wide and wide on the whole shot with Ashley Film, and there was a lot of money on the line for this one. It was about $400 for this whole shot award. So we were head to head in the first turn, and I feel bad. I kind of bumped it a little bit, but I really wanted that whole shot, and I made it happen. So in the rest of the race, I was focused on finding the fast lines, mainly for 450A. I like to scope out the fast lines before I race against the guys, but it's a whole different ball game. But it was good. I just rode safe, smooth, and did my thing.
You know, the track, this is your home track, and your dad, Jeremy's made some adjustments. How do you like the new version?
Actually, I like it a lot, and I'm glad to hear a lot of people say the same. I think it flows better, especially after Bigfoot and before Bigfoot. Just the way it's laid out, instead of a hard right hand turn after Bigfoot, you just go straight. So it's a lot more flow to it.
What do you think of the event overall?
This is awesome. I wish there was this many people at every national. I think it's a really special event, especially with the Legends race. But aside from that, I think in general, it's just this should set the tone for the rest of the series, in my opinion. I feel like every track should be putting in effort like this. Even with little things like the banners around, like you see the banners lining the fences. A lot of tracks don't even do that now for the ATVs. But it's really cool to see. I've never seen this many people here at an ATV National since I've been racing, honestly. Right. Yeah, seeing all the cars parked up on the hill just for spectating, it's really cool.
So you got 3 motos to go to solidify your legend. Are you nervous about it?
No, I'm usually only nervous about the first one, but I do get a little nervous racing against the guys. Right. Other than that, no.
Well, we'll catch up with you after your second moto in WMX. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you later today.
Thank you.
Right, we're here at Briarcliff, ATV-MX number 9. Hey, we're with Natalie Jackson. She's currently a rookie in the WMX Pro class. Natalie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Excellent. You are running in the top 3, I believe, in points.
Yes.
In WMX. How has it been going for you this year?
This year actually hasn't been like too good. I mean, this year I've had definitely the most crashes that I've ever had and the most breakdowns, but I'm still pulling through. I was second in points, but now I think I'm sitting third, but hopefully this weekend I can not break down and get a good finish and bring back second in points.
So how's it going for the family? Because you have your brother that's a rookie professional. You're a rookie professional.
Yeah.
You guys are both doing really well. How's mom and dad handling that?
They're handling it good, honestly. It's a lot, though, having so many motos and so much to do every day. We're definitely really busy, but they're taking it pretty good, so it's been a good season so far.
How do you like the track?
I actually like the track. I definitely think it was better last year, but I still like the track this year, so.
What do you think about the size of this event? I mean, there are people struggling to get in the gate right now.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. That's what we have autographs later. That line is going to be so long.
Hey, we're here with Shelby Cobra, because I can't say her last name, but she's in the top 5 of the WMX. She's been on the podium a number of times. And you know what? She jumped the big triple here at Briarcliff before the current champion did. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. Really liking the track today. I kind of like the hard pack kind of tracks over sand, so I'm looking forward to it.
How long you been racing ATVs?
I've been racing ATVs since I was 5, and I'm 26 now, so it's been a long time.
A couple years.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's outstanding. And you're in the professional women's class. And how long have you been a professional?
This is my 3rd year running the WMX class. When I was a kid, I didn't really grow up running the nationals. I grew up running the PAMX and District 5 series.
Okay.
So it was a little bit of a transition from being a kid and doing that to, you know, how many years later in life to doing it. But I've been on a 450 since I was about a teenager. So at least I've been on a bigger quad for a little while.
Excellent. So, and you're really familiar with this track and you like the way it's laid out?
Yeah, I really do like the flow of this track.
What do you think about the overall amount of people that are here this weekend?
You know, I'm really happy with the turnout. I'm glad to see a lot of spectators and, you know, a lot of racers coming out today. It's good to see the community grow.